What happened? Where am I? Am I alive yet?
You ever stood and stared at it, marveled at its beauty, its genius? Millions of collectors, lovers of film and horror alike, just living out their lives, oblivious. Did you know that the first program was designed to be a perfect human world, where none suffered, where everyone would be happy? It was a disaster. No one would accept the program. Some believe that we lack the programming language to describe your perfect world, but I believe that as a species, human beings define their reality through misery and suffering. However, when viewers of the Movie Canon YouTube channel tune in, they get a sense of joy. Too much joy, if you ask me. You see, the perfect world would dream that your primitive cerebral kept trying to wake up from, which is why this was redesigned to this, the peak of your civilization. For some reason, human beings still found their way to the Movie Canon YouTube channel. This has to change. Look out that window. You had your time. The future is our world. The future is our time. Is there something on your mind?
Watch the Movie Canon.
Hi, you're watching the Movie Canon? Watch Gio. Hello everyone, welcome to my YouTube channel, The Movie Canon. I'm Giovanni, and this is the Met Report, a show about movies, entertainment, and television news. This is episode number 59, so I've been doing this show for quite a while. Started it in 2021, and here we are. Now, I'm going to do a breakdown of the Oscar nominations. I did a live reaction on Thursday morning, but I only had so much time, so I couldn't really get into more details and break everything down as much as I wanted to. But I decided to do it here on the Saturday of the Met Report about the Oscar nominations. A lot of them were presented, and we'll see who will win early March. And of course, I'm not doing this by myself because, you know, it's never as fun, right? But so we're going to have a Canon Council member who has been here many times on the Met Report, on Figures Talk as well. We're gonna welcome him back here, Mr. Alex Montano. Let's bring him in right now. All right, let's move on to the next one here. So the other project that is maybe gonna happen is the Rey Skywalker New Jedi Order movie. And with that reaction, let's go to you, Alex. What are your thoughts on this? Hey Alex, how you doing?
Good to be here. Good to be here. Good to see you.
Nice to have you on here again, Alex. It's been a while. I don't even
Yeah.
remember the last time you were on here. Oh, actually, I think you might have been at the Quentin Tarantino tier list.
Oh yeah, I think it was that. Yes, yes, I think that was it.
Yeah, I think that was the last time you were on here. But much appreciated, Alex, for you joining us here again today on the
Thank
Met
you.
Report. I think the first time that you were on here was this particular topic, discussing the Oscar nominations. I'm pretty sure it was. Yeah, your first time.
I
But
do
here we
remember
are.
that we talked about this last year, but can you remember?
Yeah.
I can't remember who won last year. I can't remember.
Oh, really? Okay, yeah. It's kind of like a blur sometimes, right? But yeah, last time we did this, they announced the Oscar nominations that Saturday as well. I think we went over it and we talked about the selections, some early predictions. Things changed later on, right? But
yeah.
so
Who
we'll
won
be doing
last
that
year? Who won? I can't remember.
for Best Picture last year. Oppenheimer.
Oh, yes.
Yeah, Oppenheimer won. Yeah, exactly. So
Okay.
Christopher Nolan. Yeah, so it's kind of like took the night, right?
That's
I
good.
remember-
Yeah, that was a good one.
Yeah, I remember that Steven Spielberg handed Christopher Nolan his first Oscar for Best Director. So I thought that was cool. But
Yeah. It was
yeah, so some interesting selections this year, Alex, we will discuss here today. So we'll go over
I was
that.
actually editing my video about my favorite movie of the year.
Oh, okay.
Not my favorite.
And-
You know what I mean. You know what I mean.
Right, I know exactly what you mean, actually. So I'll be looking forward to that. But Alex, as always, thank you so much for joining me here
thank you.
today. And I'm going to go into the live chat real quick here. Just a couple of comments that I see in there right now. Let's see. So we have Our Life in Horror dropping by. It says, happy Saturday. Thank you so much for joining us here. Our Life in Horror. I'm thinking it's Sam probably who's in the chat. But thank you so much for joining. And they are going to join me next Saturday, February 1st, as we do the horror talk. So that should be a lot of fun there. I'm going to do a tier list regarding horror stuff and whatnot. Says, yep, Sam. Yep. But yeah, thank you so much for dropping by. And, they have their channel, Our Life in Horror. They do a lot of live streams regarding the topic, right? So they'll be joining us next Saturday. So yeah, so just looking forward to it. Very much so there. And then we have Jose Plus dropping by. So, hey, everyone, pumped to hear Gio and Alex's thoughts on Emilia Perez. So there you go. So there you go. We'll see how that goes.
My favorite movie. I have
The
so
most-
many good things to say about it. Yeah.
And they got the most nominations this year as well.
Yeah.
By a lot,
Yeah.
actually. But
Yeah.
thank you so much, Jose. And he just finished his stream maybe like an hour ago, around there. Más o menos, very cool show. They got some presentations there regarding introducing some figures or whatever, like the Shark Tank show. I think that's what it's called. So that was very cool. So thank you so much for that, for dropping by there, Jose. Much appreciated there. Okay, so it looks like we're all caught up in the live chat. So let me just do this real quick. Let's see here. So this is for the channel members. So I'm doing a poll for the channel members where I'm going to ask, first I'm asking them if they're interested in doing what I'm going to say right now. So what I'm doing is I'm going to have the channel members make their predictions, submit their predictions for the Oscars, Oscar wins. And whoever predicts the most accurately, I'll give them like a prize or something, like a $25 gift card or something. So that'll be for the channel members. So I put a poll for the members there on my YouTube channel, the community tab. So I put a poll there. So vote there if you guys want this, so we can do that. So far, I'm seeing yes, that it looks like you are interested in doing it. And then I used to do that every year, like when we do the Oscars. I had like a little Oscar party, and then we would do that. We do like a little ballot and stuff like that, and we'll predict, right? Because sometimes it may not be the best movie, right? It may not be like the best movie like Emilia Perez that'll be in the running, or it might just be some other components that you have to look into, right? So that's why it's a little fun there. So that'll be for the channel members, and I'm doing a couple of giveaways as well. I'm giving these guys away, the Duel of Fates Funko, all three of them.
That's cool.
So you can possibly win them all. They're going to be individual giveaways, but I'll give you guys more details later. If you are a member, there are more chances for you to win, but you don't have to be a member to possibly win. Just more chances if you are. And then I'm also doing the 1/6 scale figure giveaway, General Grievous, not the Hot Toys, the Sideshow one, my copy, my version that I have. So I'll be giving this guy away. Again, if you're a channel member, more chances for you to win. US only for all these giveaways. So just a little side note there. And since we were talking about the channel members here, so let me just show who has signed up so far. So thanks very much, guys, who have entered the Canon Matrix. We have Yomo 2.0, King Churro 2.0, Brick Artemis 1.0, Aaron Collects 1.0, Matthew 2.0, Collector Joy 1.0, Alice 1.0. So they chose the red pill, the resistance, and then of the agents or the machines, the ones who chose a blue pill, we have One Adam 12 2.0, Robbie 2.0, and Feel the Burn Robert 2.0. So thank you so much, guys, for signing up. I am working on more things, more perks as a member, so I'm working on that. Ultimately, it's going to turn into like a Matrix simulation, Ready Player One Oasis type of membership, type of situation there. So I'll give you guys more details later. I'm going to hide some gift cards and prizes within the simulations, within the worlds. So I'm just working on that stuff. So hopefully you guys are enjoying that stuff there. So thanks so much for signing up there. Let's see. Yes, it's King Shark Tank, says Jose Plus. Yeah, there you go. So King Shark Tank, that's what he's doing over there, which is doing very well on his show there, on his well, not his channel yet, but on his the live streams that he's been doing. So let's see. I think that was it for some of that stuff. Okay, so just very quickly before we go over the Oscar nominations there, Alex, what were some of the ones, the positive ones that you saw regarding the nominations for today or for this year or last year?
The ones that I actually liked: Enora,
yes, right.
Substance, Dune, but I'm still angry that didn't get Best Director. Like, it's a joke. I don't know what else. I don't even remember the list. It was gonna be fun to look at it again. But there were some good ones. There were some good ones, but still, like, I don't know. I haven't seen The Brutalist. I really want to watch it, but it's not. Yeah.
I think you'll like The Brutalist. I did watch it last week. It's actually pretty good. It's really long. It's 3.5 hours long.
Cool.
I thought that it might put me to sleep, but it actually didn't. So, and then there is an intermission. So they do have a 15-minute intermission. Yes, they do.
That's pretty cool. That's really cool.
Yeah. So when I was watching the movie, and as soon as I was watching it, it kind of felt like those movies that they used to make, like in the 40s. 50s.
Yeah, like Gone with the Wind and Ben Hur.
Yeah,
they have like the intermission.
Yeah.
I love that. Like, it's so cool.
And just like the story itself, just like the way it's presented, it kind of felt that way. It kind of felt like an Orson Welles film in a way.
Nice.
Even though I wasn't a big fan of Citizen Kane, but it kind of felt like that in a way. When you watch it, you'll probably know what I mean. But
okay, nice.
So that was The Brutalist. Got 10 nominations there.
Nice.
We have Feel the Burn. Mr. Robert
Hello.
dropping by, says hello, Gio, and everyone. Thank you so much for joining us. Feel the Burn, a channel member as well. Thank you so very much. And he chose the blue pill. Jose Plus says, also, I want to recruit to come on the show at some point. Bring his Espanol with him. Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, definitely. That'd be perfect, right?
Yes.
Saying hello to Jose and Feel the Burn.
I'll be
All
here.
right. So that's what just some of the quick thoughts there of the nominations. So I'm going to go ahead and start showing those right now. So I can move these over here. Okay, so these are the nominees for actor in a supporting role. So we have a Yura Borisov or Anora Kieran Culkin. So we have the first Culkin brother to get an Oscar nomination for A Real Pain. Edward Norton, a complete unknown. And, you know, Norton's been nominated a few times. He's never won. Guy Pearce for The Brutalist. If I'm not mistaken, I believe this is his first Oscar nomination as well. And I did think he did very well in this movie. He wasn't really in that many of the awards, like circuits, I guess, like on the other shows. He wasn't nominated as often. So I know some people were saying that he probably won't get nominated. I had a feeling that he would, but and sure enough, he got it here. Jeremy Strong with The Apprentice. Now he was in the show Succession on HBO Max, and we have two Succession actors who got nominated for this category: Kieran Culkin and Jeremy Strong. Exactly. So that should be interesting enough there. Of these performances, Alex, which ones have you seen?
I've only seen Anora, but I think, like, for me, that's enough to say that he deserves it. But
just on that alone?
Yeah. Like, I haven't seen any of the others. They're not out here yet. So A Real Pain, I really want to watch. I actually want to watch all of them. So
right.
Yeah,
because they
just like this guy, Yura, like he did such an amazing job in that movie.
Yeah, I really liked Anora, but it definitely stood out for me. I figured it would get multiple nominations. As far as this guy Yura Borisov, it wasn't really my radar that he would have been nominated, but I guess I'm not mad about it, right? So I'm not like offended by it, like some other ones this year. But
it was a subtle performance, and I think that's what actually got him there. Like, it's a really good supporting role. Like, it doesn't take over the screen, but it's enough that it helps the Anora character to go through her journey. And that was like, it was pretty good. Like, it did the role of the supporting actor perfectly. So yeah.
Yes, and it does, which, you know, sometimes it's kind of hard to do, right? Because he's kind of not necessarily that he's portrayed as a villain per se, right? But because of the things that he's supposed to be doing, what his character's supposed to be doing, you do end up kind of liking him at the end, right? So I think that was kind of cool. So I'm sure that has something to do with the reason why they nominated for him as well.
He was great. I love that movie. Sorry, my neighbors are drunk. So.
Oh, is that what we're hearing?
Annoying, man. So annoying. Like, I hate them.
Oh wow. Okay. It doesn't seem to be distracting that much right now, but
okay.
We have Our Life in Horror says, I want to see Anora so bad. Yeah, Anora, it was pretty good actually.
It's amazing. It was
in my, I think it was in my top 5, I think? Top 10 for sure. It was on my list. Jose Plus says, I think Kieran wins this, you guys. I haven't seen his performance yet. I haven't seen A Real Pain. I'm planning on watching it soon because it's already on Hulu. I just haven't had time. Yeah, it's on Hulu already. So I need to see his performance before I can decide. Like right now, I'm gonna give you a very early prediction. Right, the only performance that I haven't seen is Kieran Culkin's performance, so I kind of have to leave him out. But of all these, I'm going to tell you what my favorite performance. I should probably do that. My favorite performance of this list is probably Jeremy Strong for The Apprentice.
Cool.
And I actually didn't think that he would get nominated, but I actually liked his performance the most. And there was a lot of these acting nominations this year that I feel like they're not that obvious. Like it's not a front runner right away. Like front runner right away. So they could be either way, especially in this category. I think any of them could do it because Guy Pearce was great. Edward Norton was good. He's done better stuff. So they might give it to him because he's been nominated a few times, but he hasn't won. Like I said, I haven't seen Kieran Culkin's performance, so I can't speak regarding that. But yeah, any other thoughts on this category, Alex?
No, man, I have to watch the other movies.
Oh, yeah.
I'm sorry.
And then we have TJ Mike saying, hello, gentlemen. Hello, TJ Mike. Thank you so much for joining us. A channel member selected the red pill. Thank you so much, TJ Mike. Always supporting here. Jose Plus says, you'll start seeing who becomes the front runners with the SAGs. Yes. And those other award shows before the Oscars. That is true, especially like not just the SAGs, but like for the directors category, the DGA, whoever wins that, that's also a good sign there as to who will eventually win the Oscar there. Okay, so let's see. The next category is, I'm just going to go over this real quick. Nominees for costume design. We have A Complete Unknown, Conclave. Oh, Gladiator 2. Excuse me.
What a joke.
I didn't know it's Gladiator 2 got nominated. Nosferatu and Wicked. So of all these selections, I've seen all of them. I've seen all these movies. I've seen the costume design of it. I don't know exactly what it is that they look into. Like, do they look into how difficult the material or the costume design was, or do they look at how it looked? I don't know what it is that they're looking into. If I were to just randomly guess one right now, I will probably say it'll go between Wicked or Conclave. I mean, I'll probably say Conclave, but I'm not entirely sure. Have you seen all of these, Alex?
The only one I need to watch is A Complete Unknown, but I would say it's between Nosferatu and Conclave.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, Nosferatu was something else. Like that costume design was impressive.
Then we have Our Life in Horror says, I haven't seen Wicked, but I feel like that one may take it. And then, of course, Field of Burn says, come on, Wicked. So there you go.
I think Wicked as a whole thing, like as production design itself, like the whole thing, yes, it's amazing. But the costume design by itself, I don't see it winning. Like, it works well with the whole production design and all that stuff, but by itself, I don't see it. It's just like, it's okay, but Nosferatu and Conclave, like, those are pretty impressive by themselves. And they're period pieces. Well, not Conclave, but Nosferatu is more of a period piece, so yeah, that always wins.
Yeah, when we get to the production design, I think there'll be more Wicked situation going on there. Sam is saying, hit that like button, guys. Helps the channel. Yes, thank you so much for saying that there, Sam. Yes, hit the like button, guys, if you haven't done so already. It really does help. It really doesn't seem like it doesn't. That's why people are always asking, hit the like button. It really does help with the algorithm, because that's what the whole YouTube thing is all about, that algorithm. So hit the like button if you're enjoying this. Thank you so very much there. Okay, so let's move on to the next one here, and we have makeup and hairstyling. Okay, so this one's interesting, right? So we have A Different Man, Emilia Perez, Nosferatu, The Substance, and Wicked. This is a good list right here. A Different Man, obviously. I don't know if you've seen this, the Sebastian Stan movie.
Yeah, I liked it. I liked it.
So, with the makeup and hairstyle and all that stuff, very good there. Emilia Perez, I'm not totally sure what it is that they're looking at exactly for the nomination.
Oh, the actress, the Carla Sofia Gascon, they turned her into a man. That's
okay, got it.
So they did like a Colin Farrell thing. And it's good. Like, I didn't know it was her. I thought it was another actress.
That's right. I did like that. I wasn't sure. I actually meant to look that up. I was like, is this the same actress who's playing Manitas or whatever?
Yeah.
I wasn't sure. But yeah, okay, that makes sense. All right. Nosferatu, obviously.
It's good. Like, that's the only thing that I'm gonna say good about the movie. Like, that makeup was pretty good.
Oh, okay. Yeah, that makes sense. That makes sense.
Yeah.
Then, of course, Nosferatu, we have here The Substance, the third act, right? The main thing right there. I would think so. And then Wicked, obviously Wicked, all the those characters there. But let me see. So if you had to guess, which one do you think will get it, Alex?
The Substance.
The Substance. Okay. That's what I was thinking. I'm not well, it did get quite a few nominations for what is kind of considered a horror movie, right? So So I would give it to the Substance. I hope they give it to the Substance. And I'm thinking of who else would they give that to? Maybe Wicked. I'm thinking maybe they'll give it to Wicked. So I guess it'll be between Wicked and the Substance. That's what I would say.
They can surprise us and make us angry. Yeah, they can give it to Emilia Perez. They can definitely do that just because.
Yeah, for sure.
Like what they did with Suicide Squad. That everybody was like, "What the hell?" Like.
Oh, that's right. I forgot about that. That movie is an Oscar-winning film,
and they both have grills, so.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it's a possibility.
Let's see. Feel the Burn says, "Hopefully, I'll see Nosferatu tomorrow." And I think that one's in. I think it might be available for you to rent now, digitally, if I'm not mistaken. The Substance says, "Our Life in Horror." Yes. And then Jose Plus, The Substance had some crazy makeup / hair stuff in it. If you know, you know. I'm still waiting for that figure, Jose Plus, from The Substance. So it's never gonna happen. But
I love that.
And then we have Feel the Burn saying, "I see Wicked taking this. The hairstyles in the film remind me of Whoville." Yeah, I can totally see that. But also rooting for The Substance. So some good selections there. All right, so let's do the next one, which is original score. We have The Brutalists, Conclave, Emilia Perez, Wicked, The Wild Robots. To be honest with you, I don't quite remember any of these scores. So I don't know. Maybe they'll give it to Wicked because it's the musical, but that doesn't always go that route. Maybe The Brutalists.
Why is it being considered an original score if it's a Broadway musical?
You know what? That is a good point. Because I know there's certain rules when it comes to the original score that it has to be original, right? So I don't know because Hans Zimmer did the score for Dune Part 2, right?
Yeah.
Because I think he got disqualified because he used part of the first Dune in his score for Part 2, and I think he got disqualified. Here. Yeah, so I don't know. That's what I'm saying. I don't know what it is that they're looking into that, and I think Hans Zimmer again. I think he got disqualified for the score for The Dark Knight because there was something that he used. I think maybe Batman Begins or something else
Thomas
that he used
Newman?
already. No, who Hans Zimmer did the score for The Dark Knight, right?
Yes, he did, but the first one I think it was Thomas Newman and Hans Zimmer.
I see. Okay, so maybe that's what
he was. I think he was not the lead composer for Batman Begins, and he used maybe the theme. And I don't remember.
I don't remember either. I just know the Dark Knight score was disqualified. That's what I remember.
But Wicked is. Yeah.
So Wicked's there. I mean, it might win. They might give it to The Brutalists. This one it's a
it's James Newton Howard was the guy who did the score for Batman Begins with the help of Hans Zimmer, but the lead composer was James Newton Howard.
Oh, okay. Is he? He's not the guy who scored Road to Perdition, right? Because I like the score in Road to Perdition.
I think Road to Perdition was Howard Shore.
I'm not sure. I think it's.
Let me look.
Yeah. Let's see. Where is it here? Jose says anyone but Emilia Perez.
Oh yeah.
And then Feel the Burn says, "Is Emilia Perez that bad? Jose and Gio is not feeling it." Okay,
it's a piece of shit. It's a piece of shit.
All right, so yeah. Well, Alex hates it. Oh, I wouldn't say I hate it, but I know Alex hates it. I didn't like it in the sense the music is not good. So then it's a musical. I think I would have enjoyed it more if it was like a dramatic film and maybe not Selena Gomez in it and some other stuff that's in it. But as a musical, I don't think it was good. The music was just odd and it wasn't, what do you call it? I don't think it was done well. Like I didn't think they thought too much as to what it is the music's gonna be. Like they just kind of they just let's just gather a musical number and somehow implement it here in this story, and that's kind of how it came off to me. Let's see. Emilia Perez is more meme than film, so that's what I say. All right, so that was the original score. Let's see. Next one is live action short film. These I'm gonna skip these because, first of all, I don't think many people are interested in the shorts. But also, I mean, I haven't seen, like, this is the first time that I find out about these, and that's usually the case because they're usually not, presented somewhere that is accessible to watch. I do watch all the shorts each year. I do watch them, and then I make a prediction based on what I've seen, because that's really the only way to really do it. And even so, this is the hardest ones to predict, the shorts, whether it's the live action shorts or the animated ones, animated short film, same thing here. Let's go into the adapted screenplay. So, of course, we have A Complete Unknown, James Mangold and Jay Cox. Conclave, Peter Strahan. I'm mispronouncing that. Emilia Perez, Jacques Audiard, compilation with Thomas, what is it? Bidegain, Le Misu, and Nicholas Livecchi. Nickel Boys, Ramel Ross and Jocelyn Barnes, and Sing Sing. Clint Bentley, Wedar, story by Chris Bentley. That's a lot of writers in this one here. Again, the same guy there, Wedar, Clarence Macklin, and John Divine G. Whitfield. So those are the adapted screenplays. The ones that I have not seen are Nickel Boys and Sing Sing. I'll probably watch Nickel Boys this weekend, I'm thinking. Of these, I think the strongest one, I would say Conclave, of these screenplays. Like I said, I haven't seen the other ones. I haven't seen Nickel Boys. I haven't seen Sing Sing, so I can't really tell you there. But which one do you think will take it, Alex?
I've only seen Conclave and Emilia Perez, and I'm sure that all the other films are better than Emilia Perez, but if I'm honest with you, I do have a feeling that Emilia Perez is going to win. So
we'll open some champagne when that happens, Alex.
Oh yeah, some acid.
Okay.
Yeah.
Fear the Burn says, I saw the trailer and I thought it's an awkward decision to make it a musical. Yeah, I mean, it's
a ridiculous movie. Like, it's offensive in so many ways. It's idiotic. Like, the way they talk about drug dealers and man, like, as a Mexican, like, the way they're supposed to speak like us, like Mexicans, it's so idiotic. Like, it makes no sense. Like, that stupid director didn't even bother to tell actors to, hey guys, like, can you learn the accent? Like, can you at least try? Like, no one there even tries. No one.
Yeah. And
I hate it.
And when I first saw that it was it's a Spanish film, also a musical, I was like, oh, and it's set in Mexico. So I was like, is this like the Mexico submission or something like that? And then I saw that it's from France. It's a French movie. So I was like, okay. So I thought that was kind of odd there too, but Robbie says I'm interested in the show. Yeah, it's a bit odd there.
It's so bad.
Yeah, we'll get into more of Emilia Perez for sure.
Sorry,
Robbie
like,
says
it just makes me so angry, man.
Oh yeah, I've seen your reels and things like that about it. So you were not subtle for that.
No.
Robbie says, I'm interested in the shorts. Yeah, I know he's interested in the shorts. But most people are not, sadly enough. But yeah, we still watch them every year. So Jose Plus says, Dune 2 was disqualified. Yes. Yes, James Newton Howard did Batman Begins. And says, give it to James Mangold. Oh yeah, that's right. You've seen this, right, Jose? Complete Unknown? Yeah, so... Yeah, I need to watch the other two to really get you a solid prediction. And I am going to do, my final predictions on the Oscars closer to the ceremony. So that was adapted screenplay. Let's move on to the next one here, which is original screenplay. Anora, Sean Baker, The Brutalists, Brady Corbett, and Mona Fastval. I'm gonna mispronounce a lot of these names, by the way. A Real Pain, Jesse Eisenberg. September 5, Moritz Binder and Tim Feldbaum, co-written by Alex David. And The Substance by Coralie Fargay. For this one, original screenplay, they might give it to The Brutalists, is what I'm thinking. Like I said, I haven't seen September 5 or A Real Pain. So those two I have not seen. I mean, I like The Substance. I think I would give it to The Substance, but I think they might give it to the Brutalists, either The Brutalists or Nora, between those two. And I mean, Jesse Eisenberg is getting some buzz for maybe he could run with it, but I haven't seen it, so I can't really say. But what are your thoughts there, Alex?
I've only seen Nora and The Substance, and I would love to see The Substance win. But I know it's a tough one. It's a tough one. Like, it's a horror movie. I don't think they're gonna go for it. But it would be a dream, like when Return of the King won.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
It'll make history.
Yeah.
For the win. Yeah, for the win.
Yeah.
I know The Exorcist got nominated, but it got nominated for like 10, and I think it lost every single one of them. I don't think it won any single.
I think it won. Didn't it won sound? I think it won.
Oh,
sound
did it?
design.
Oh, did it?
Yeah, I think it did.
I
think it did.
I don't remember. Maybe I'm thinking of something else, because I think it was Gangs of New York got like 10 Oscar nominations. They got nothing.
I didn't win it. Or Scorsese. It's always the same for him.
Yeah, I know it's not the same type of film, but I just remember the number 10 nominations. That's how I kind of connect them to the movie sometimes, Exorcist, Gangs of New York.
I like Gangs of New York.
Yeah, actually, there's something related to that, which I have this little Oscar game at the end for you, Alex.
Okay.
It's kind of related to that, but we'll get into that later.
Cool. Looking at how many Oscars that The Exorcist won.
Mm-hmm.
Let's see. I'm curious.
Then Jose says, yes, I have. Oh, yeah, we're talking about the, what you call it? A complete unknown.
It won 2 Oscars.
Oh, it did win 2. Okay.
Yes.
Was any of them
won Best Sound and Best Screenplay.
Oh, it did. Okay. All right. So,
Yes.
all right. So there you go. So it. So I guess there won't be much of a history.
But it's pretty similar. Like Best Actor, Best Actress, Best Director, Best Cinematography. Like it had.
Okay. Yeah. So it did win. It did win 2 then. All right. Let's see. Jose also says The Substance or A Real Pain. I think he says. All right. Let's see here. So let's move on to the next one. Where is it here? Actress in a supporting role. Okay, this one's also kind of like it could be anyone. But we have Monica Barbaro for A Complete Unknown, Ariana Grande, Wicked, Felicity Jones for The Brutalist, Isabella Rossellini for Conclave, and Zoe Saldana for Emilia Perez. So the one... no, I've seen all of them. Yeah, I've seen all of these. Let me see, which one would I give it to? You know what? None of these really thoroughly like straight up stand out to me like a front runner. Like, yeah, that's the one. So yeah, like I said, it could be anyone. I mean, they could easily give it to Ariana Grande. I mean, I guess they might give it to Felicity Jones. Of all these performances that I personally liked myself, I don't know if I absolutely loved any of these performances, to be honest with you. I mean, Monica Barbaro was good, for sure. I mean, I like Ariana Grande's Wicked. She was pretty good in it. I don't know if it's Oscar worthy though, but and then Felicity Jones, The Brutalists. I know she's been nominated before, so maybe they'll give that to her. Isabella Rossellini, I don't know if she's one of those actresses who maybe have been around for a while and maybe she's gonna get those, you're owed an Oscar situation. You know how sometimes that happens, like with Judi Dench.
Yeah.
Judi Dench, who was like 8 minutes in, I forgot what movie she was in actually, Shakespeare in Love, I think. And they finally gave her an Oscar. I've seen Zoe Saldana winning a lot.
Yeah. So
I guess they'll give it to either Felicity Jones or Zoe Saldana or Isabella Rossellini, between those three. So that's something. It's kind of hard. It's kind of hard this year to just not randomly, but really narrow down who would win. What are your thoughts, Alex?
I don't like it, but my prediction is that Zoe is gonna get it. But I don't think she did a good job, but I think she's gonna get it. But I would be like, the only two that I haven't seen is A Complete Unknown and The Brutalist. But I think Ariana Grande did a good job. Like, her performance is solid. Like, it feels like a Broadway play, so it's good. Like, I prefer her than Zoe Saldana.
Oh yeah, between those two, yes, I would say that.
Yeah, like Ariana Grande, like she surprised me. Like, I wasn't expecting her to be that good, and I don't like Wicked, but she was good.
Yeah, I figured that she would get nominated. This is probably the one category that it's like it could be anyone. It really could just be anyone.
Yeah.
Jose says,
but I think at the end of the day, it's gonna be. Sorry, I think it's gonna be between Felicity Jones. Maybe I haven't seen The Brutalist, but I've heard that she did a pretty good job. So I think it's between Felicity, Ariana, and Zoe.
Yeah, I mean, I liked her performance. I just don't know if it was my favorite of this list. And then Jose says, I think it goes to Zoe Saldana, even though it's Emilia Perez. And then he says he would give it to Monica Barbaro for A Complete Unknown.
I have to watch that.
It's really good. I mean, I don't really care too much for musical biopics, but just like a lot of music that is like it's not really a musical, but there's a lot of music in A Complete Unknown, as you would imagine. So I actually really liked it, and I really liked Timothy Chalamet as Bob Dylan.
I love Bob Dylan, so like I'm excited to see his biopic.
Yeah. Fielder Brown says, I can't see Ariana snatching this one, he says. Our Life in Horror says, this stream has made me realize I really don't watch a lot of movies outside of horror and romance. Hardly seen any. Yeah. Although it got some horror love this year.
Yeah.
Oscars. So that's something new.
That's always good.
Usually see. Yeah. Jose says, yes, that happens. Jamie Lee over Angela Bassett was terrible for Black Panther. And then Jamie Lee got it for what's the name of that movie? The A24 movie. It's like in the top of my tongue there. You talk about Jamie Lee Curtis, right, Jose? Jamie Lee Curtis with Michelle Yeoh.
I actually didn't like that movie. What was the name of it?
Why can't I think of the movie? It won Best Picture. Like
Everything, Everywhere at Once.
There you go. Everything, Everywhere at Once.
Yeah, I don't like it.
Alex, you didn't like that movie?
No.
Oh, okay. All right.
It felt like I like some weird movies, but that one for me was like a student film at moments. Like it was like yes, I can be very weird and creative, and it felt a little too much for me.
That's kind of funny, Alex, because I've been like the only one who thought that movie was overrated.
I think it's overrated.
Yeah, like when I watched it, I was like, okay, that's fine. Moving on.
But it's differently to Emilia Perez. This is a very well-made film. Like even when it feels like a weird plot and the storytelling, it doesn't, like at least for me, it doesn't do it. It's a better movie. It's okay, but it's not fantastic by any means.
Like I didn't hate Everything Everywhere at Once. I just didn't think it was Oscar worthy. Like it didn't.
Yeah.
You know, sometimes you watch a movie, no matter what time of the year you watch it, and like, that's an awesome movie. It's got to be in consideration for Oscars.
Yeah.
That movie didn't even cross my mind. You know.
Yeah.
So it's like, but that's just my opinion. All right. People agree
Yeah,
to different things. But,
yeah.
Few of the ones said we're just the same when it comes to like horror movies and stuff like that. And Christian Crosshair Cooper dropping by. What up, Gio and chat? Hello, there, Christian.
Yo.
Thank you for joining us here. Much appreciated there. A few of the ones says I'm so done with Zoe Saldana after she did Nina.
What is that?
I don't know. There's a movie called Nina. Few of the burn, or are you talking about a character she did? Let me know. Robbie says everything. Everywhere all at once. Yes, there you go. Yeah, that film says Jose. Angela was better than Jamie Lee Curtis, but Jamie got it for her body of work. Yes, I would agree with that, Jose. I was expecting Angela Bassett to win for Black Panther, Wakanda Forever, and I mean, I love Jamie Lee Curtis. Like every time she's in a movie, for me, it elevates it.
She was great in Knives Out.
Yes, she was
so good.
And I know she wasn't in a lot of movies for many years, and all of a sudden she came back to the spotlight again.
Like
and
Michael
got her
Keaton.
Oscar nominations. Yeah, like Michael Keaton, right? I think Nick Cage for a while he was kind of like out.
Yeah.
But yeah, I mean, I was glad that Laurie Strode won an Oscar, but it's like I don't think she was the best performance that year. I would have given it to Angela Bassett. I think I predicted Angela Bassett to win it that year. But yeah, so there we go there. All right, moving on to the next one here. So we have original song. There you go. El Mal from Emilia Perez. The Journey from the 6888. I've never even heard of this film, but Like a Bird, Sing Sing. Mi Camino, Emilia Perez. Never Too Late from Elton John. Never Too Late. Haven't heard of that movie either. I think, if I'm not mistaken, because when the film Dreamgirls came out, I think it got 3 Oscar nominations for this category, Best Original Song. So that was like 3 out of 5 that were from Dreamgirls. And if I remember correctly, I think they changed it the year after, or maybe a couple years after. They said that it could only be 2 original songs per film. And we have 2 for Emilia Perez. So I wonder if, had they not changed the rule, that Emilia Perez would have been nominated for 3. Not that I think it deserved 3 or 1, but I wonder if it would have gotten the 3, because it got 2 here.
I'm curious if one of these 2 songs is the one that they say that we Mexicans smell like mezcal and guacamole.
I remember.
Like I'm curious.
That.
I'm curious. And Diet Coke, because we smell like Diet Coke. Yeah. Very good lyrics. Very good lyrics.
I have to look that up. Which song this is? The ones that got nominated. I have a feeling that it might be one of them.
Up. Like it's like saying like, oh yeah, Americans smell like gunpowder. It's like that, man. Like it's not okay.
I know exactly what you mean there. So when I heard it, I was like, really?
Yeah, no, my friend, this is not good. This is not good.
Yeah, so I think they'll probably give it to one of the Emilia Perez songs, is what I'm guessing. But the thing is, I don't think. Well, first of all, I didn't think a single song should be nominated for Emilia Perez, but the other ones I haven't heard, so it's kind of hard for me to predict. So I think they're just gonna give it to one of the Emilia Perez songs. That's just kind of like
I think Emilia Perez is gonna win this. Yeah.
It's just a matter of which one, though. Which song? We'll look that. I'll look into that later when I do my final predictions. So I'll definitely look into what songs it was that they were referring to.
So he was in a biopic about Nina Simone?
Oh, I never even heard of that.
Wow, I didn't know that.
So Nina Simone is a singer/civil rights activist who is a dark-skinned woman, and they made Zoe's skin darker. I never heard of this.
Wow.
Yeah, I never heard of this before. Jose says the Academy wasn't going to give it to Angela because it's a comic book film. Oh yeah, that is true. That is part of that. That is true. And then of course there's the exception, right? Heath and Phoenix being the exceptions, of course, because those performances were just undeniable. I would say, and a lot of people do.
Yeah.
All right, so moving on to the next one here. Who is
1 second,
the
I'll be back in
documentary
10 seconds.
feature? What was that?
I'll be back in 1 second.
Oh, okay. So we have the nominees for documentary feature film. I don't think I've seen every single one of these. Black Box Diaries, No Other Land, Porcelain War, soundtrack to a Coupe d'Etat. I'm sure there's a better way to say that, but sorry. Sugarcane. The one that I've heard of is Sugarcane and the Porcelain War. I need to know more about these documentaries for me to make any kind of prediction of any sort. So I'll leave it at that for now. But have you heard of any of these or seen any of these?
No,
Alex?
no, and sometimes I do watch them. Sometimes they're pretty good.
Yeah. Field Brown says Zoe doesn't come close to looking like Nina.
No, she does not. She does not. But that's like, that's Hollywood.
Yeah, I mean, ultimately it is the performance, but I didn't know anything about all the other stuff that you said there, Robert.
Yeah.
That they made her skin darker. I was like, oh, wow. I didn't know about all that.
Yeah.
Another short documentary, short film, international feature film. So what used to be the foreign language film, right? I'm Still Here from Brazil, The Girl with the Needle of Denmark, Emilia Perez, France. The Seed of the Sacred Fig, Germany, and Flow, Latvia. And I think Flow is the animated film. I think there's
Flow is
dialogue.
beautiful. Flow is beautiful.
There's no dialogue in that movie, right?
No.
That's crazy. And it's like an hour and a half, I would guess, something around there. Yeah, so, and it also got animated, which we'll get into in a bit here. But so of these, I mean, I really want to watch I'm Still Here. That's also a Best Picture nominee. So I do want to see that. I may end up watching The Girl with the Needle. I always saw Emilia Perez. And then the other two, I'll probably watch Flow because it also got the animated nomination as well. The Seed of the Sacred Fig, I don't know much about, so I'll have to look into that. But I just think they're just going to give it to Emilia Perez, is what I'm guessing.
Me too, but Flow deserves it.
Yeah, but who knows? It might be one of those surprises. You know, maybe, Alex, maybe they won't give it to Emilia Perez because they want to give it to Best Picture. So...
Yeah, or they will give it both.
Yeah, I mean, yeah. Didn't Parasite get that? I think Parasite got
Yes, I think it did. Yeah.
And Best Picture. Yeah, so it definitely has happened. Let's see. Fear the Burn says Uzo Aduba would have been perfect casting for Nina. I would have to look that up. I'm not sure who that is, but
Me neither.
I'll look into that a little later there. Jose says, you think they give it to Emilia Perez here? For international feature film, I think they really are loving this film so much that I think they might. Like I said, it's not so much. I mean, like I said, I haven't seen all of them, but I think I might actually give it to this one. Or I mean, I'm hearing good things about I'm Still Here. That one's also a Best Picture nominee, so I guess it'll be between those two. From Orange is the New... Oh, I see. From Orange is the New Black, Crazy Eyes. Okay, got it. Okay, I know who that is there. Yeah. Okay, moving on to the next one. Animated feature film. As I mentioned, Flow, who also got Best International Feature Film nomination. Inside Out 2, Memoir of a Snail. Wallace and Gromit, Vengeance Most Foul. And The Wild Robot. Earlier in the year, I would have said Inside Out 2. But I think that's lost steam big time. So this is the only one that I finished watching because The Wild Robot I started watching and I rented it and I wasn't able to finish it. The 2-day trial ended, so I didn't finish watching it. And I have seen that The Wild Robot has been winning a lot. But now we have Flow to consider now as well. So that was another discussion maybe like a month or two ago, I would think. So it might be Flow or The Wild Robot. Memoir of a Snail looks interesting. I might watch that one.
I want to watch that one.
But do you think they'll give it to Flow here, Alex, or another one?
I do. I think it's between Flow and Wild Robot. I think. Like, I haven't seen Memories of Snail, but I would say like those two are the favorites.
Yeah, and then Robbie says, and didn't Uzo get an Emmy for her performance in Orange is the New Black? Yes, she did. She did. Jose says, and you paid $20 for the rental. Yes, I did.
Oh no,
that's for the rental.
Really?
Because I was like,
wow.
Because I was like, I'll finish it. I got 48 hours. I'll finish it.
I remember I did that when they were releasing, like Disney Plus was releasing the movies simultaneously in theaters and in the platform. I rented Black Widow. It was like $35 or something.
Oh yeah, it was $30. Yeah,
I couldn't watch it. Like, it was so boring. It was, yeah.
I did watch it in the theater though. Black Widow. They had just started like opening the theaters, not like maybe a month or two. So I just watched in the theater. I preferred watching in the theater, but
yeah, it was better. I think, yeah.
But $30 for that, and then the Mulan movie also was $30.
Oh, that masterpiece.
Right, the Mulan live action movie.
Yeah.
The other first, yes, she did. Yeah, so yeah, definitely. So she did win the Emmy there for that show. All right. So again, it'll be between Flo and the Wild Robots.
Yeah, I think so.
Production design: Brutalist, Conclave, Dune Part 2, Nosferatu, Wicked. I mean, it might be Wicked. I think this part was very strong for Wicked. Maybe Nosferatu. What do you think?
I say Nosferatu or Dune. Those are my favorites. But I think Wicked.
Yeah, Dune is my favorite, but I have a feeling they're not going to give anything to Dune.
Nah, they're not going to give anything to Dune. But
yeah, so because I was so sure that Denis Villeneuve was going to get Best Director for Dune Part 2. Of course, I thought this when I first saw the movie, like almost a year ago. But and especially since I didn't give him one for Dune Part 1, so like, oh, they're going to wait to give it the nomination for Dune Part 2. But nope. That didn't happen. Wicked for the win, says Feel the Burn. All right, so let's see. Next one is nominees for film editing. All right, so let's see. So Nora, Sean Baker. Also, Sean Baker edited the movie too. Okay,
cool.
That's interesting.
That's pretty cool.
Kind of like Alfonso Cuarón. He got nominated a few times for editing. Yeah. And I think he edited. What's the name of the movie that he was with Clive Owen?
Children of Men.
Yes, I think he got a nomination for editing that movie too.
And he was the DOP for Roma too, and he won it.
Oh, that's right. Yeah.
Yeah.
So we got Anora, Sean Baker editing the film as well. The Brutalist, Conclave, Emilia Perez, and Wicked. Yeah, I've seen all these.
I've seen the Brutalist.
I want to say the Brutalist, or maybe Emilia Perez. That's what they'll give.
Emilia Perez is not a good edited film by any means. I
know it's
it's absurd. Like, it's not a good, well edited film. Like, the pacing it's a joke.
Jose says, how is Emilia Perez on this list? Yeah, so the Brutalist, or like I said, they may just want to give it to Emilia Perez for whatever reason. But
yeah, but how? Like let's be honest, like, how can you give it to that movie? Like, The Room has better editing.
Oh wow, okay.
Really, right. Really, like I swear, like, it has at least it has more rhythm to it.
Yeah, so I guess we'll see with this one. Nominees for sound: Complete Unknown, Dune Part 2, Emilia Perez, Wicked, The Wild Robot. A sound, it's kind of easy to be like, oh, they're going to give it to the musical or the one that has a lot of music, right? But that's not really how that goes, right? Because it's not just music.
Did they mix both nominations for sound now? Like, it's not sound editing and sound mixing?
Right, they got rid of sound mixing.
What?
Yeah, it's been out. They got rid of it like a couple years ago, I think.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
I didn't know. That sucks.
It just yeah, especially for the people who actually worked on that stuff, right? And
wow.
I mean, they had it for a long time. I don't know why they got rid of it. Then we have. I mean, I would say maybe Dune Part 2, but like I said, I just don't think they're gonna give Dune any Oscars. I mean, that's who I would give it to, but maybe Wicked. Maybe Wicked they'll give the Oscar. Again, if they're really like so in love with Emilia Perez, maybe Emilia Perez. What do you think there?
Objectively, I would say Dune because the sound was amazing.
Mm-hmm.
But I think that they will give it to Emilia Perez just because how they mix certain sounds in the movie, and they might say like, "Oh, it's so interesting! Look how they are mixing mariachi with the speaker in the streets," and they might find that interesting. So,
Okay,
and Wicked is like a safe bet, but yeah, I think like they're gonna give it to Emilia Perez just because it's different.
Yeah. Jose says, "Don't see how it's not Dune Part 2," and I would agree with that.
Yeah.
Like I said,
Yeah, Dune was fantastic.
Yeah, and hopefully maybe they do give all the Oscars they're nominated for, but I know that's not gonna happen. Let's see. Next one is visual effects. Right. So last year, Godzilla -1 won. This year we have Alien Romulus, Better Man, Dune Part 2, Kingdom of the Planet of the Apes, and Wicked. So of these, you haven't seen. I mean, I haven't seen Better Man. Have you seen that?
That's the only one I haven't seen.
Oh, okay. So of the ones that you have seen, which one would you give it to?
Me, Alien Romulus.
And which one do you think will win?
Wicked.
Wicked. Okay.
Yeah.
So I would probably give it to Dune Part 2, but I do think probably Wicked will win.
Yeah.
For visual effects, or maybe Kingdom of the Planet of the Apes. Better Man. I mean, I know it's reviewed well, but I know it's not doing well at all at the box office.
So funny that two monkey movies are nominated, like two motion captured monkey movies. Yeah.
That's right. It's so, and then they're probably not going to give it to either of them, right? The actual win. I mean, Alien Romulus. I mean, the visual effects are amazing too. So
they were pretty good.
I wouldn't mind if it won that.
Yeah.
Let's see. Moving on to the next one here, we have cinematography. The Brutalist,
Emilia Perez for cinematography.
Dune Part 2, Emilia Perez, Maria, and Nosferatu. I really like cinematography for Dune, obviously, and Nosferatu. Maria, I haven't seen. Emilia Perez, that didn't even cross my mind when I was thinking of cinematography. But I think they would give it to the Brutalist or Nosferatu. But most likely Brutalist. What do you think?
For what I've seen of the Brutalist, and I saw an interview with the DP, and he blew my mind. Like his technical decisions of how they wanted to shot the film and everything, like it looks amazing. So, but personally, I love Nosferatu. I love what they did. I love how they mixed like old techniques with new stuff, and it feels like a classic movie, but at the same time like a new one. So personally, I would give it to Nosferatu, but that's me. But as the Academy, if I was a member of the Academy and I don't know, like I think I would go for Dune.
Okay.
Yeah, if I was the Academy, just because like what Greg Fraser did there was mind-blowing. But Emilia Perez is not good cinematography. Not good cinematography.
All right, so that was cinematography. Yeah. Now, actor in a leading role. We have Adrian Brody for The Brutalist, Timothée Chalamet, A Complete Unknown, Colman Domingo for Sing Sing, Ray Fiennes for Conclave, and Sebastian Stan for The Apprentice. So I really liked, well, actually, did I watch all these? Sing Sing. I haven't seen Sing Sing, but all the other ones I did see. My favorite one was Timothy Chalamet's performance in A Complete Unknown. Adrian Brody was really, really good as well. Ray Fiennes, again, might be one of those situations where, they owe him one. They owe him an Oscar. Sebastian Stan, I did like Sebastian Stan in The Apprentice. I think I mentioned that, when was it, yesterday? On Figures Talk, about Sebastian Stan being an Oscar nominee now. Now there's that Winter Soldier artisan figure. So I think his performance was better than the other one he was in. What's it called? A Different Man. I just wasn't sure if they're going to actually nominate him for The Apprentice. But I would give it to Timothy Chalamet. But they might give it to Adrian Brody or Ray Fiennes. Maybe Adrian Brody. It might be one of those Hilary Swank situations where, get a 2-time lead actor Oscar win. Because the other thing, like when it comes to like Hilary Swank, she's a Best Actress Oscar winner twice. But when she does other films, like she doesn't really do well box office wise. I feel like Adrian Brody will be like that. Like he gets all these big Oscar wins and stuff, but then for some reason he's not much of a draw overall. But not try to rhyme or anything. But what are your thoughts, Alex?
I feel bad because I've only seen Conclave, so I can't really tell. This one is, I don't know.
Okay. So let's see. Jose says, I think it's Adrian or Ralph. So he finds Conclave or Adrian Brody. Yeah, so it's a bit hard. Like I don't think they're going to give it to Sebastian Stan, and I don't think they're going to give it to Coleman Domingo. It's going to be between those three. Let's see. Next one is actress. In a leading role, Cynthia Erivo for Wicked, Carla Sofia Gascon for Emilia Perez, Mickey Madison for Nora, Demi Moore for The Substance, and Fernanda Torres for I'm Still Here, which I still need to watch, so I can't speak regarding that. The performances that I like the most here, I would say Mickey Madison for Nora. I would like Demi Moore to win. Like I wouldn't be mad if she won in The Substance. I'm not sure if they'll give it to her yet though. It's definitely not out of the question though that they would. Cynthia Erivo, maybe. Carla Sofia Gascon, I don't think they're gonna give her the win. And like I said, I haven't seen Fernanda Torres, so I don't know. But right now, I'll say Mickey Madison. How about you, Alex?
Demi Moore.
Oh, you think Demi Moore? Okay.
Yes, Demi Moore.
I really
if Nora wins, like if Mickey Madison wins, I'm more than happy. Like both of them, like they did such a good job. So
yeah, I like both of those. I mean, I like both of those movies. Both of those movies made it to my top 10. Well, actually, The Substance made it to my top 3. But yeah, very, very strong performances there. Let's see. Robbie says Mickey. I think Mickey Madison. Jose says Timmy has a shot for sure. And Jim Collector dropping by says really rooting for Demi Moore for this one. Yes, Jim Collector, thank you so much for joining us here today. Much appreciated. It was at 1/6 Skill Focus Shane's stream. We're on there on the show. It was nice meeting you there, Jim. So thanks so much for joining us here today. And he says Demi Moore. Let's see, Jose. I think it's Demi Moore's Oscar. I don't see Demi getting this, says Fielderburn. Yeah. So also very difficult this year. Like last year, it was kind of between two potential performances that could win. Realistically, and last year too, right? Cillian Murphy was kind of like obvious.
Yeah.
For this year, it's kind of all over the place, which I kind of like actually. I kind of like where like it could be anyone. But yeah, so most of you guys are saying Demi Moore. I'm thinking maybe Mickey Madison, but I'll see the other performances like Fernando Torres and stuff. But yeah. So let's see. Mr. Moose dropping by. Hello, community of collectors and movie lovers. I have not seen any of those movies. Thank you, Mr. Moose, for dropping by as always.
Much see you.
Appreciated. All right, so let's see. So that was for Best Actress. Okay, moving on to Director. All right, here we go. No Denis Villeneuve for Dune. I guess they didn't even think about him, so he's not here. Anora, so Sean Baker for Anora. Brady Corbett for The Brutalist. James Mangold for A Complete Unknown. Jacques Audiard for Emilia Perez. And Coralie Farge. I'm probably mispronouncing that, but for The Substance. I was excited that she got this for The Substance because I didn't think they would. So I was like, oh shit, they gave it to The Substance for directing. That was very exciting there. As far as who's going to win here, I think Brady Corbet with The Brutalist. How about you, Alex?
I haven't seen it, but I also think that The Brutalist might win. But I would love to see Coralie get it.
Yes.
I would love to see that.
Yeah.
I love that movie. I love that movie.
Yeah, I don't think James Mangold's gonna win for A Complete Unknown. I don't see that. He
fell off my good standing as a director after Indy 5. So
oh, that's right.
Yeah,
because he did he did Logan, he did Ford v Ferrari, which actually didn't really like that movie, to be honest with you, but he did that.
It was okay. It's like
yeah, and then there's a Western remake that I can't think of the movie right now.
Return to Yuma.
There you go. He directed that.
He did the Johnny Cash movie too with
Walk the Line.
Yeah.
Walk the Line. So let's see. Jose says Coralie for directing.
That'd be so cool. So cool.
Yeah, that'd be awesome actually.
And she
that would be the most exciting.
Look at Jax and tell him, look, this is how you direct the movie.
Right, just like that.
Yeah, like the both French. Like she needs to insult him in French in front of the whole academy. Yeah.
Yeah, that would be awesome though.
That'd be so cool.
And yeah, that's it. So Best Picture. So Best Picture, 10 nominees. It changes sometimes depending on, I forgot what the rules are, but it's between 8 and 10. So for this year, we got Anora, The Brutalist, A Complete Unknown, Conclave, Dune Part 2, Emilia Perez, I'm Still Here, Nickel Boys, The Substance, and Wicked. So those are the Best Picture nominees. And let me just do this here. So we have Nickel Boys got 2 Oscar nominations. I'm Still Here, 3 Oscars nominations. The Substance got 5. Dune Part 2 got 5. Anora got 6 nominations. Conclave 8. A Complete Unknown 8 Oscar nominations. 10 Oscar nominations for Wicked. The Brutalist 10. And Emilia Perez 13 Oscar nominations. Just to compare and contrast, I guess. So Titanic, I think it's the movie that's been nominated the most with 14 Oscar nominations. The Lord of the Rings Return of the King got 11 Oscar nominations, and it swept. So maybe we're seeing a sweep right here with Emilia Perez with 13 nominations. So you can say Emilia Perez got more Oscar nominations than Lord of the Rings Return of the King. I think Oppenheimer got 13 nominations.
Gone with the Wind got 13 nominations.
Gone with the Wind, that's right. You mentioned that on your Instagram,
yes.
And I was like, oh shit, that's right.
It's so insane. It's insane. How many? Like, I think Schindler's List got also 13.
Oh, yeah, maybe. I don't know.
I think it did.
Because I know it did get a lot of nominations too.
Let me look at that.
What I was expecting not that I would say that it was worthy. Selena Gomez was going to get nominated for Best Supporting Actress for an Oscar, because I think she got Golden Globe nomination, if I'm not mistaken. I don't remember if she got a SAG nomination though. But
I don't know.
But she didn't. You know, the whole Selena Gomez thing. You know, it's like it's probably the same with you, Alex. When you watch obviously a movie that's in Spanish, you don't need subtitles, right? So
no, but with
English.
This one I needed subtitles.
Exactly. So I was watching that, and then Selena Gomez, like I mean I'm just talking about Spanish, right? But I don't know. Obviously, I don't know Selena Gomez. Maybe she's a nice girl. I don't know. But the Spanish in this movie was so bad that I needed subtitles because I did not understand what she was saying at all.
Same.
And I mean, I don't know what it is that they were looking into, you know, why they picked Selena Gomez. And I don't know if she did a well performance, like without the Spanish, because the Spanish was so bad that it distracted it for me anyways. But she didn't get an Oscar nomination. I was thinking that they'll probably give that to her, but you know, they gave all these other nominations for Emilia Perez. But like I said, for this movie, I mean, I didn't hate it, but it was definitely not great, and I would have preferred if it was like a dramatic film and a better film overall. But this is the one that got the most. Let's see. Jose says there was better Spanish on my show today. Cheap plug. That is true.
I'm gonna have to watch that.
That is true. Mr. Moose says I saw Dune 2 and Conclave, so he has seen a couple there. Then Jose says Selena seems like a good person, but her Spanish is not good, not bueno, right? So yeah, so those are that was the breakdown of the nominees of the Best Picture ones, right? So going back to who's gonna take it, early prediction, right? Because like I said, I haven't seen all of them. I'm missing 2 here. So assuming they're not gonna give it to Emilia Perez, I would say the next one it'll probably be the Brutalist. Is what I'm thinking. I think, like I said, I don't think they're gonna give anything to Dune. Like I mentioned earlier, I don't think Wicked's gonna take it. The Substance would be awesome if they give it to The Substance. I just don't think that's gonna happen. I guess Emilia Perez could possibly win it too. I mean, that is a high possibility. The most nominations, that doesn't always translate though, but definitely a possibility. Anora, I don't think they'll give it to Anora overall, even though it is a great film. Same thing with The Complete Unknown, same thing with Conclave. So it's between The Brutalist or Emilia Perez, and I think they'll give it to The Brutalist. I know you haven't seen it, Alex, but would you say Brutalist, or you think they're going to give it to Emilia Perez?
I think that they're going to give it to Emilia Perez. I have a huge hunch that it's going to go for that movie. It's also like I also think that The Brutalist is like everybody seems to love it. Like I haven't seen it, but I'm really excited to watch it.
Yeah, I really do think you'll like it.
I will love. When after I watch it, I'll message you. I'll tell you like, Gio, I loved it, or you were wrong,
or I love Emilia Perez more than the Brutalist.
Yeah, exactly. It's like I don't know. Like I think that they might give Best Director to The Brutalist, and then Best Movie to Emilia Perez, or the other way around. I don't know.
So would it be like a Shakespeare in Love situation where they give Best Director
exactly.
Oscar,
Something like that,
Saving Private Ryan, and Best Picture, yeah,
something like that, something that doesn't make sense and that's gonna make a lot of people angry.
Or like Green Book won Best Picture, and a director didn't even get nominated. I mean that's happened.
But like, you know, like talking about Emilia Perez, like did you hear that Luca, the director from, I forgot his last name, from Challengers, and that he walked out of the event in the Golden Globes when they gave his picture to to Emilia Perez. He walked
Oh,
out.
I didn't know that. Okay.
He walked out. Like, I don't blame him. Like, he made a movie like I haven't seen it, that with Daniel Craig, Queer.
Oh, Queer. Yeah.
He made that. I think he got completely ignored, and then this garbage wins.
I did see that movie Queer with Daniel Craig. I thought they were going to nominate him for an Oscar, and that's another one that he did not. He wasn't even in many of the circles for him to get nominated. I didn't really love the movie though, but
did you like the performance?
I did like Daniel Craig's performance. I thought he was like a shoo-in for at least a nomination, but that didn't happen either. So I definitely would have done better than Emilia Perez.
Yeah, everything is better than this.
So
Mexicans against Emilia Perez.
And then right, Jose says, seems like the Academy's type of film for The Brutalist. Yeah, because I think The Brutalist wins the Best Picture. Emilia Perez will get Best Foreign Film as a consolation prize. Yeah, for the international. Yeah, I think that one's a lock. It's just a matter of the getting Best Picture as well.
Yeah,
but yeah, so that was
that speech. If they win Best Picture, can you imagine the cringe and it, like Zoe Saldana crying and
yeah, we'll see what happens there, Alex. No. That's gonna be interesting. All right, so I'm gonna do this quick little game with you, Alex, regarding Oscar stuff. Okay, so just very quick. It's not like a big thing or anything like that, but I'm gonna show you 3 images. It's gonna be in total is 3 segments, 3 little slides.
Okay.
The first one's gonna be actress. The next one's gonna be actor, and then the next one's gonna be director. So you will tell me, in your opinion, which was the better performance. And hopefully you've seen it. That's the other thing. Hopefully you've seen the movies, because the actors and the directors are Oscar winners. So let me go into live chat real quick. Let's see. Jose says, I saw a clip of Queer on Twitter of Craig doing stuff on bed, and I was like, whoa. If you know, you know. Yes, I know exactly what you're talking about, Jose. And that alone gave him an Oscar nomination at least.
Yeah.
Brick ARTEMIS is dropping by. I say, what's up, guys? Hello, the Brick. Thanks so much for joining us. A channel member, a moderator, often on the show, great supporter, and he has his Bugle 6 today, 4 p.m. Pacific time. So make sure you check that out there. Let's see. Okay, so here we go. Alex, where is it? Okay, so we have Meryl Streep. These are her 3 Oscar wins. So we have The Iron Lady for Best Actress. Sophie's Choice for Best Actress, and Kramer versus Kramer for Best Supporting Actress.
Yes.
Have you seen these movies?
Yes.
Okay. Of these 3, which one was the better performance? These are the Oscar-winning performances.
For me.
For you, yeah.
Okay, Sophie's Choice.
That wasn't much of a Sophie's Choice, right? Yeah, so I would say Sophie's Choice. Sophie's Choice for sure.
Sophie's Choice. Yeah, Sophie's Choice.
Yeah, so that was Meryl Streep. The next one, maybe it'll be more of a Sophie's Choice, maybe. So we have Daniel Day-Lewis in his 3 Best Actor Oscar wins. So we have him in There Will Be Blood, Lincoln, and My Left Foot. So what was the better performance of these Oscar ones?
Very easy. I drink your milkshake.
All right. So
very easy. That movie, it's a masterpiece.
That's Paul
Thomas Anderson. That movie is so Paul Dano in it, like everyone in that movie. Wow.
Yeah, Paul Dano should have been nominated that year, but he didn't get an Oscar nomination that year.
No,
I don't even remember who got nominated or who won that year. That was in 2007.
I don't remember.
Oh, you know what?
I think that was the crash
George
year.
Clooney. They gave it to
really?
George
For
Clooney.
Michael Clayton?
No, for Syriana.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so yeah, that was that year. But I thought Paul
Okay.
Dano was better. But
Yeah, Paul Dano was amazing.
so There Will Be Blood. There you go.
And you?
So-
How about you?
Here, yeah, There Will Be Blood. Yeah, I mean, I love these performances. I thought they were one of the best performances out there. Daniel Day-Lewis, probably the best actor right now.
Yes.
And I think he retired. But you know how they say they retire and then they come back.
I think I read somewhere that he's gonna be back now. I think like
Oh,
they
that's
offered him
right.
a role. Yeah,
I think it's something to do with isn't his son working on a film project?
I think so.
And then he's having him return for that.
Yeah,
I mean,
that's cool.
that would make sense. Another Oscar for Daniel Day-Lewis. Not
Oh.
every movie not every performance that he's done is Oscar.
Yeah. Did you
These are
watch
like
that
the-
awful musical about Fellini that he made? called
I did
Nine,
not.
I think? So
Nine.
bad. So bad.
No. I
It
was
was
thinking
horrible.
of watching it, but then I heard like bad things, and like even
It was
Daniel
horrible.
Day-Lewis wasn't able to save that film, so I just skipped it. It's
It
a
was
musical,
horrible.
right? It's a musical, right?
Yeah, it's a
so-
musical. It's a musical about Fellini making 8.5, like what was coming to his mind, and it's just very bad. It's a very bad movie.
Yeah. Brick say There Will Be Blood. That's the better performance of the three. Moose says Lincoln. And then Jose says yes, he's back. He unretired. Yes, so that was right there.
I think he was a shoemaker in Italy for some time. So,
Oh yeah. That's
so
interesting.
that's cool.
The last one. Now these are different directors, but who directed the better film? So we have Christopher Nolan, Oppenheimer, Peter Jackson, Return of the King, or Steven Spielberg in Saving Private Ryan. Oscar wins.
Very easy. Very easy. Return of
I
the
think
King.
Okay, there you go. That's kind of what I thought you were gonna say.
Yeah. Yeah.
All right,
Return
so
of the
you-
King.
All right, Peter Jackson, Return of the King. I'm gonna have to say, hot take, Spielberg.
You're
That's-
not wrong. It's a great movie.
So-
You're not wrong.
and I completely understand and acknowledge the amazing achievement in filmmaking in the Lord of the Rings films. But to me, I think Saving Private Ryan was probably the better directed film. But again, hot take, but that was my
It's
thoughts.
okay. You're not wrong. Like with
And-
any of these three, you can't be wrong.
Oh yeah, sure. Moose agrees with me. He says Spielberg. Jose agrees with Alex.
Good, Jose. Because
And
we're
Jose
good.
says, I knew you would pick Spielberg. Yeah, there you go. Jose knows. He knew. And I still need to do that tier list, by the way, but that's gonna
Oh
be
yeah,
like
we need to
very-
do that. We need to do
That's
that.
that's gonna be a very thorough one, so that's why I'm like, I need to really
Yeah, like 5 hours.
right.
Yeah.
I don't think I'm gonna be able to. I don't know how I'm gonna do it. That's part of the issue too. Is like because he has like over 30 movies. And it's like, am I gonna like display all 30 of them? I mean, I don't know.
You
We'll
have
see.
to. You have to.
Yeah, I guess I would, huh? Yeah. So I guess that kind of solved that problem. But
Yeah, because if you remove Sugarland Express or Duel, like then not same. Yeah, Saving Private Ryan was robbed of Best Picture. Like Shakespeare
yeah.
in Love, no.
yeah, I was so pissed when that happened.
Yeah.
Yeah, this is stuff that would piss me off. So it was at the Oscars, and it was like, Best Director, Saving Private Ryan, Spielberg won it. Yeah, of course, obvious, right? So yeah, Best Picture, it's a given. I would have bet my life that it's gonna be Saving Private Ryan Best Picture, and nope, Shakespeare in Love.
Yeah.
And I saw the movie once, and I think people forget about Shakespeare in Love, and they don't forget about Saving Private Ryan.
No.
So I would agree there. All right, so I think that's it. That is it for the stream here. I don't have anything else here today, but Alex, thank you so much for joining me here.
Thank you.
I am doing the final predictions of the Oscars closer to the ceremony, probably like the week before. And then hopefully, Alex, you can join me for that one as well if you're available. Would love to have you on here, just like we did last year. And what do you have going on? Because you were editing something.
Yes, I was doing I was shooting 3 hours ago my Emilia Perez video, and I finished it like right before the stream. So in the next 20 minutes, I'll be posting that video.
Oh, nice. So that's Alex Montano's YouTube channel. The link is in the description of the video, so make sure to go there. Subscribe to Mr. Alex.
Yes.
Great film, fellas, says Jose. Oh, great stream, fellas, says there you go. Mr. Moose says Shakespeare in Love is a fine watch, and you get a glimpse of Gwyneth Paltrow. Hubba hubba. That's okay. I mean, I don't remember if I love Shakespeare in Love or not, no pun intended. But I know I was pissed off though. But yeah. Feel the Burn says, Gio, pleasure as always. Nice to meet you, Alex.
Nice to meet you too.
Feel the Burn. Alex, we gotta get you on Más o Menos.
Yeah, man. Message me. I'll be there.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah.
The Spanish will not be an issue there, right? So
yeah, not at all.
And then your content is in Spanish, but like
it's in Spanish, so you have to turn on the captions in English. Yeah. They might not be 100% correct, but you'll get the idea if you watch my videos. You'll see what I'm trying to say.
Oh yeah, for sure. And for me, I did the Figures Talk yesterday. I usually do them Sunday, but I wasn't able to do it this Sunday, so I did Figures Talk last night. So catch that if you're interested. If you haven't seen it yet, we had 1 Adam 12, Jose plus Feel the Burn, and Jay Feezy. That was Jay Feezy's first time on Figures Talk and Feel the Burn as well. So check that out if you are interested. Next Saturday, I'll be doing Horror Talk. So check that out. I'll give more details about that later. If we're interested in horror and stuff like that. But I believe that's it for today. Alex, always a pleasure. Always love to have you on here. Very knowledgeable, about films and stuff like that. So much appreciated when you're on here. So thank you so very much there. And we have Jose says, we need more Spanish content in this community. Love your stuff, Alex.
Oh, thank you, Jose. I appreciate it. Thank you.
And Mr. Moose says, condolences to 1 Adam 12 who lost his dad. Yes.
Oh, he did. I'm so sorry.
He did, yeah. Yeah, deep condolences to Mr. 1 Adam 12. He talked about it a little bit yesterday.
I'm going to send him a message now.
Nice, so sorry, statements there. Yeah, very nice there. So thank you, Mr. 1 Adam 12 there. If you're watching now or later. But that's it, guys. Thank you so much. And I'll see you guys soon. I'll see you guys next time. Have a good day.
And don't watch Emilia Perez.